I experienced something very crazy during one of my meditations last night that I did. Well, it wasn't really a meditation. It was to be honest, it's crazy because I didn't even do the correct breathing works. I didn't even do anything for me to be like, okay, let's meditate today. So I was just going to bed and I was just saying these mantras like out loud of speaking in I am terms. And I just kept repeating, I kept repeating it, saying that I'm magnetic, I'm attractive, all the things that the mantras that I speak about. And just this feeling, I was just in this state of bliss. Like I felt very, how would I say it? Very powerful. I felt calm, I felt relaxed. And I just felt my body just, sinking into the bed. Like I felt so like at ease. And so I didn't even do the correct breath works or nothing. I didn't even see myself in that meditation, space. So out of nowhere, I was just saying in my head that I said, what can I do to, help people, save the world? I kept saying it over and over again. I was like, what's more to this life? What's new? And I was like, how can I, be in this, how do I enter my higher self? How do I get into this, state of being that I just want to just be out there? I want to be like ready for new things, new information, new downloads. Like I just want to know things. I want to know more about this world, know more about why I'm here, what's my, how would I say it, my mission on this earth. So when I kept saying that, mind you, this is like absolutely fucking crazy. And a lot of people experience meditation. That's another thing too, what I'm going to talk about. Meditation, you cannot expect anything to happen, okay? And this is why I consider it meditation, because the way that I felt. And there's many different ways to meditate. There's guided meditations. There's what I prefer is meditation to sit in silence, lay down in silence, whatever it is, just breath work, right? But since I was in that state of being whole, calm, and just with me, right? I was just talking to myself and all that stuff. So out of nowhere, I heard something. It was not my voice. You don't have to believe me or not, and that's okay. It was not my voice. Something told me, are you ready? I got so fucking scared because I know that shit was not me. And it was not nothing else. It was not, I didn't make up anything. It told me if I was ready. And my head said, fuck yeah, I'm ready. And out of nowhere, I just saw a whole bunch of colors. They look like galaxies. I saw my third eye. I saw it like right there. And it was fucking crazy. And my ears started ringing like crazy, which is out of nowhere. And it was so loud, like very loud. I felt like an explosion went off because that's how fucking loud it was. I felt like my ears were gonna bleed. So I kept hearing ringing. Then I felt pressure right here, and I was like, okay, this is probably the start of it. And out of nowhere, I saw a green dot. It was like right here, where the center of my third eye is, right? It was so bright, but far away. And I just kept seeing it, kept appearing and going away, then appearing, but it was so bright. Then I felt my body sink more into the bed. Then I felt my soul separating from my body. And this is what I call astral projection, okay? I felt my body already wanting to separate. So everything started to shake, including my what I was seeing, everything was shaking. My body went into a state of panic. It got scared. And I noticed that since I was going closer to the green dot that I was seeing, and then I saw myself getting pulled back into my body. And what's so fucking crazy about that, I saw it drifting away from me, how the distance of it, since it was so bright, I saw it go away. Then I heard the same voice again. It says, you are not ready. I was like, there was no way that was fucking me. It was not my voice, because I obviously I know what I sound like. It told me I was not ready. And I was like, no, please I want to know what it feels like, because I never done that before. Like I was in that like peak moment of it, but this one was more like I really felt myself separating. And I said, please, can I go? I'm ready. I am ready. And they said it again. It says, you are not ready. And I went right back into my body. I remember just being already, I felt everything in my room, my environment, everything. I was like, oh shit. I was like, I was almost there and I felt everything, I'm telling you. Then I kept saying it, I was like, what was I missing? What am I doing? And what made me to, think of it more is my soul and my brain knew what it wanted, my heart basically, but it wanted that. But my body just went into survival mode because it was something very, very new to me. It was very it was scary because, it comes to new things like that, especially if your body's fucking separating, if you believe in all that stuff. But I swear I felt my soul separating from my being because everything felt so weightless, but I could see myself. Like, it's just like that. I wasn't asleep or anything, and that's why it was so crazy to me, because I wasn't planning on meditating today. Last night I meant, and just out of nowhere, I just kept saying these mantras over and over again. Everything felt so, it happened so quick but slow at the same time. So after that, being back into my body, my ears were still ringing. I still had a very tight pressure right here, and I just kept seeing things. But I was just so like, obviously I was a little bit bummed out because I did want to really experience what that feels like. But knowing that you can be in that state when you're meditating or whatever you're doing, you can literally like see so much stuff. Like, and another thing about meditating, you, like I said, you can expect things from meditating. You can't be like, oh, I didn't see this, I didn't see that. Meditation is not like that. You can expect things. And what's the benefit and the beauty of it is that you're one with yourself. You have to sit in silence, and it's difficult because your mind starts chattering, and you just get distracted a lot. You start daydreaming. That's all. It's all part of the process, and no one does it correctly. I'm still not perfect on doing meditation right. I'm probably doing it wrong, but it was just so random that following night that I just experienced all that, and just in one quick go, and I didn't do the meditation correctly, or obviously there's many ways to do it correctly, but it was just so, maybe I was just attached to it. Maybe I was just like in that moment that I was so how I say, eager. I was very too, like, I was so there's not even a word to describe it because that's how fucking crazy it was. But just hearing that, knowing that obviously there's still room to grow, there's still room to, you know, do it again, because that was my first attempt without even trying, which is fucking crazy to me. So the beauty of meditating, I highly recommend it. It is amazing. It has helped me with so much, because a lot of us don't like to sit in with ourselves. We like to be surrounded by, you know, noise, distraction, people. Is because we're not comfortable with our own present self, I mean. So that's why we seek a lot of groups, we seek a lot of people, a lot of attention and everything, because it helps us distract our being away from, like, away from ourselves. Like, let me put it that way. So when I noticed that, meditation has helped me a lot. I'm very comfortable in my energy. I love being by myself. I love feeling the presence when I'm by myself, knowing that I can finally like think, breathe, and feel relaxed, because I don't have to worry about anybody. I don't have to worry about what they're thinking, what they're saying, what they're doing. I don't give a fuck about none of that. So meditation like really helped me like understand who I am, really, like who the woman I'm becoming, what I'm attracting in this lifetime, who can I help. So, and that's another thing too, why I recommend it as well, is because meditation is like the answers to everything that you want, you desire. It all begins with you. Everything's within. So when you're doing meditation, that's where you find all the answers you're looking for. The answers are not outside of you. The answers are not in a church. The answers are not in the Bible. And yes, like I said, I'll have to do I keep forgetting to do that. A video about that. The Bible, yes, it has some key points in here and there, but it's not a literal book. So if you really want to know everything, it's within you, and it's through meditation. So I highly recommend that. You are not going to get it the first try. Don't get expectations from that, okay? But keep doing it, keep practicing. I like guided meditations because it helps me, get away from my thoughts, and it helps me concentrate on what the person is saying or whatever you're listening to, the frequency sounds. And obviously pick the right ones, because there's some of them out there that are fake. But I recommend sitting in silence, sitting by yourself, being one with yourself. Just be comfortable with that. It's truly an amazing feeling to really go through that. So that's what I want to share. If you have any similar experiences, what do you see during your meditations? Do you see colors? Do you see do you see eyes? Do you see faces? Do you see your own aura or anything? Please let me know, because what I experienced last night was absolutely wild. But I really hope you enjoyed, and you gotta learn a lot of things about this. But please let me know if that's something you experienced, or if you have any similar stories. Please share down below, and I could do another part 2 of meditation as well.